So Brandon Cronenberg is a relatively new director, but he does come from Hollywood royalty. He is the son of David Cronenberg, who's been in the industry for like 5 decades, making so many different types of films. They're both mostly known for their elements of science fiction, horror, body horror, mostly,
Hmm.
and incorporating those into their stories. And before checking out Infinity Pool, I actually wanted to watch Brandon Cronenberg's most recent film, Possessor, which is available to stream on Hulu, just to get a sense of his style, to see how similar he was going to be like his dad. Because I've seen a good fair amount of David Cronenberg's movie, but I wanted to get a better sense of Brandon. And I would check out people. I would recommend people check out Possessor. It's a really good movie. But went to go see Infinity Pool this past weekend, and I got to say I was mostly pleased by it. I think that this is a really, really solid third film from this director. What I mostly appreciated is the fact that you can see him elevate his style even more from Possessor. You can see him getting a little bit more money, getting a little bit more comfortable with his own filmmaking styles and attributes and the things that he wants to showcase in terms of his storytelling. And I really, really love the sci-fi concept that's included here. I won't spoil it because it is very unique and central to the story and just how it progresses. But there's a really cool sci-fi concept. I mean, listen, if you just look at the title, Infinity Pool, you can start to imagine what that might mean. And it's
Right.
really cool. And it creates this really kind of twisted, fucked up romantic story between the main characters. But the thing that I have to praise the most, first and foremost, is Mia Goth.
Yep.
She is literally a force of nature. I I am almost at a loss for words every time I see her in a movie. She takes everything that she's been a part of that I've seen and she elevates it even further because I would dare say if you take Mia Goth out of the things that we've seen recently from her, if you take her out of X, if you take her especially out of Pearl, those
Hmm.
movies don't work as well without her presence. And the same thing applies to Infinity Pool. If she's not here, the movie isn't anywhere nearly as entertaining as it could be because she is an absolute psychopath in this movie. She's crazy. And we
Mm.
get to see her be a different type of crazy than what we saw in Pearl. If you've seen Pearl or even X, which, sort of alludes to the events in Pearl, you kind of see how dark that this actress can get and how deep she can go in her performances. This is different because this is leaning more towards her being quote unquote normal. Like she's not putting on makeup. She's not putting on really an accent. She's using her native accent, but she does do a lot of fucked up shit. There's a lot of scenes where it's like, yo, what are you doing right now? What? Why are you just so crazy and just unpredictable? And I can't see where things are going to go because of your presence here. She is a star really in the making. And I'm just so in tune and locked in for whatever Mia Goth does. I got season tickets to any movie she's going to be in. I can't wait till Maxine comes out this year. I know
Yeah.
she's going to kill that as well. That's going to be the third movie in that X and Pearl trilogy. But this was really enjoyable. I really liked it. The only criticism that I would level against it is that I do think that in the third act of the movie, it runs out of steam. I think it kind of loses some of the
Hmm.
momentum that it built up in the first and second acts because that first act is really building the mystery and the intrigue. You don't really know what's going on, but you get to meet the characters. The second act, you get to understand what this big reveal and surprise is and how it affects everybody and just all the chaos and shenanigans that ensue. The third act, I think it could have been a little bit tighter because this movie is approaching 2 hours. It's not exactly 2 hours, but it is getting close to that. I think you shave off maybe 10 minutes and really hone in and lock in on just the momentum that was built up, it would have been a bit of a stronger effort. But that being
Hmm.
said, I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to revisit it. And again, I'm looking out for whatever Brandon Cronenberg does because just like his father, he's doing a lot of weird shit, a lot of unpredictable shit, stuff you haven't really seen with like the body and body horror. And so I'm definitely excited to see whatever project he picks up next.
Man, Possessor has been like sitting on my shelf for so long, and I still have yet to put it in. It's like it stares at me like every day. I can't lie to you. Like I really be thinking about putting that movie in a lot, and still haven't done so. But I'm still very excited to check out Infinity Pool, man. Everything you said is what I thought. Like as soon as I seen the promo and seen Mia Goth and Alex Skarsgård, I was like, oh, I'm already sold. Actually, you didn't even have to tell me anything. You could have been like, Mia Goth and Alex Skarsgård are in this movie. I'm like, okay. And I probably would have been there, man. So glad to see Mia Goth still doing tremendous work. Man, I know she's going to continue to do tremendous work. Maxine is about to be crazy. I can't wait to see that either. But man, I'm gonna have to check this out super soon. But glad it sounds good, man.
Absolutely. Well, those are our thoughts on Infinity Pool. If you've checked out this movie, definitely hit us up and let us know what you think.